did you say? This is Franklin, Universal Flashlight. Oh, yeah, yeah. Did I stick one on my helmet? Oh, yeah, I did. I took it off. I stuck it in my MVGs. Nice, dude. It's daytime. What's up, baby? So, I think Razor will be on in like an hour or two. So, it'll be well into 3 a.m. for us here at the Eastern Standard Times. I'm going to drop my fanciful bag here. Did somebody say what gun do I have? It's a KA-74, also known as an AK-70 or 47. Jeez, they just flipped them all. We're gonna go loot this train, and we're gonna loot cycle. And again, when I say loot cycle, I mean the legitimate way. It's done now. Because apparently there was an exploit around it back in the day, but that is not the case now. So all those old timers that don't know what's going on, eat it. Or it could just be kids that suffered some sort of head trauma, right? Is that messed up? Can I say that? Probably. That sounds messed up, but you know what I mean. It's always the kids when they're out of school, right? It's always the kids. The more and more I interact with the softy kids, the more and more I'm like, man, I think I hate kids. Is that messed up? It's messed up. I don't hate kids, but I definitely hate when kids are the worst. Like whiny kids. Anybody? When a kid whines, I'm like, don't do that. Don't freaking do that. Or like when a kid jumps on your furniture. You're like, yeah, don't do that. Or somebody brings a dog over to your house, you're like, hey, don't do that. Get that shit off my couch. Like, I don't know what you think this is, but that shit ain't flying. They're like, oh! I'm like, yeah, well, how do you think I feel? That's my couch. Did I just hear somebody? Try me, bitch. No whining allowed. Dude, I tell you what, I can't stand it when an adult does it, but I can't stand it when children do it either. I tell them, I'm like, cut that shit out. Cut that shit out immediately. That's not how you talk. And they're like, oh! Like, yeah, I don't know if your parents talk to you that way, but I am. Cut that shit out. Can't stand it, dude. It provokes fight or flight. Just to be clear, because this will probably go up as a video later. I'm not saying to strike anybody. I'm just saying it definitely strikes me to the core. I don't like it. Did I check the other end of this? I don't know if I did. What's up? Judge says, oh my. Z1 kid. Then I had a vasectomy. Fair enough. Whiny kids are the worst. I know. Like, you know when you're... I don't know. Maybe this is just weird for me because, like, I don't have kids that I'm aware of, but I always find it weird. Like, I have no problem disciplining children, but, like, I find it weird when I'm in a situation where the parents are around and they're not doing shit. And I'm like, you gonna handle this? Right? Because I don't want to get all bent out of shape. Because like, I can't believe you talked to Stuart that way. I'd be like, I can't believe you don't put Stuart in a box and ship him away. Yeah, I don't know. I have no problem doing it when they're... it's weird when the parents are around. You're like, yo, man, it's your chance to shine. And I don't know, maybe everybody says that when they don't have kids. I'm sure it's a lot more complicated than that, but I just find myself in those situations a lot. Dude, I love throwing trash. It's my favorite thing to do. There's no whining in DayZ. It says, are there M4s and AKs in the Xbox? Yes. It says, I've yet to see one. Do this. Go down the shoreline. If you're on the Xbox, even right now, go down this shoreline here. Let me change it to satellite because I got it blown out. Go to Solnichi and Solnichi Factory, okay? And you will find loads of weapons on players and stuff just laying around. On 102, now that's going to change in the future, I'm not saying people still won't clap each other in those locations, but it's definitely going to be toned down later on. So, you know, check it out. Like, you'll always find fighting there, but like right now with the old duping trash in 102, this is on PS4 or Xbox. Just go down to Sonichi Factory. That's the best place. Ow! That's the best place to find loot right now. Or when a kid's acting up and the parents think it's adorable. Yeah, I definitely don't. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I know how to parent or anything, but I know how I was raised. And I know if I started talking shit or getting stupid, either one of my parents would scoop my ass up so fast and they would destroy me on the spot. It doesn't matter where we are. I got shredded in a video store because by my dad, because he was like, yo, you got a video out and you didn't return it? And I got a lecture and I got destroyed right there inside the video store. You can tell this employees were like, I feel bad for you. I'm like, this is every day, bro. Oh shit, they just say some Jake Paul shit. Oh jeez, you have to give me a second. I'm gonna have to jump out my window. What the fuck? Jeez. So I feel like those kids, the Paul brothers, have ruined stuff. Like I used to say that is savage. I can't say that, right? I feel like Will Smith shit on my that's hot, right? And Jake Paul, I can't say every day in a very unironic way without sounding like a piece of shit. Fuck those guys. I said it. Damn it. Anyways, what was I saying? I love loot. Thanks. Just asking because it's everywhere. What do you think about this storming Area 51? I was talking to BioLaser about that. You know what I think's kind of funny? There's two things going on there, right? Like, I know this whole, like, everybody's like, hey, let's get together and do something and combine. I feel like when there's no real... I might go off on the T-pad on this one. I feel like when people don't have real purpose, they'll come up and make dumb shit up, right? And I feel like this might be one of those things. There's a couple things you don't want to fuck with. You don't want to fuck with police officers, right? Like, you always want to do whatever they're asking you to do, and don't be an asshole because they can always find a reason to clap your buns. I don't care who you are. White, black, Asian, it doesn't matter. You just don't fuck with the cops. And take it from me. I got pulled over for a ticket once. I got a gun drawn at me. And I'm an Irish boy, so... you know what I mean? I was like, I just put my hands in the air. I was like, something's going on. I'm just going to make sure I'm not hostile. And I get it. Honestly, I don't blame the police officer because my friend opened up the glove box and I had a tire gauge in there and it was metal, so it flashed and he thought it was a gun. So I get it. I get it. I don't blame him. But anyways, back to this Area 51 business. There's a couple reasons Area 51 is there. So first of all, there's a military presence there. So don't ever fuck with the military. It's just it's a horrific idea. It's like fucking with a train. You're going to lose every time. So don't think for a second you won't get shot, right? And I won't feel bad because that's your own dumbass. There's plenty of signage that says, hey, don't do that. But here's the other thing that kind of gets me. These people are like, let's go in there and find some secrets. What if there's nuclear waste there, dum-dum? What if it's there, all those things are in place to protect your dumbass, right? What if you're like, let's get in there and get the radiation, right? Like, what's going to happen, dude? You're going to get clapped. You're going to get slapped by radiation. Yeah. In a way, I kind of hope it happens, but in a way, I don't. Because it's bad to actually inflict or want, harm to people, but it's kind of funny to think of the scenario. But I guess it's not funny in a way because there's going to be some dumb people that actually go and do this, and it's not going to end well. Like, okay, here's a good example. I'm so glad you brought this up. You don't ever charge a military base that's locked down in the United States or overseas. You know what happens? You either get tased or you get clapped. Straight up. Like, you think police can lay down the law? You have seen nothing. Dude, the military will destroy you. There's a reason why there's a perimeter and there's signage. Like, they're pretty cool about telling you what's up. You know? It's your own fault when you cross the line. You're like, we're going to go in. You're like, don't do it. You're going to get clapped, son. Yeah, it's just it's universal truths that it eludes me that people today are just that dumb. Part of me is like, hey, if they're that stupid, I guess go for it, and I guess we'll see you in the news. I don't condone it though. That's a good question though. This is minimum $1,000 fine, at least. And that's if you don't get shot. Like if you look all stupid and they're coming at you, you're gonna get clapped, dude. And what if they're okay? Here's another scenario. What if there are military secrets there that have to do with our defense of our country? And if you cross over and learn about it, that like goes into the realm of possible treason, right? Like what if you see some stuff you're not supposed to see? And I'm not talking about like aliens. I'm talking about like actual defense shit, like real stuff. None of this conspiracy theory crap. I'm saying like actual things, like, you know, a certain type of missile or something, right? What if you see that? Like now you're a liability. You see what I mean? Like there's a reason why there's areas like that roped off. I have a feeling there's some kind of waste material in that area. So I wouldn't go over there for that reason, but you know, I also want to have kids someday, so I guess there's that. You know, I don't want to go over there and irradiate my crotch. Oh, this barrel looks like it needs love. Can I fix it? Is that a thing? That's an excellent question, though. I'd rather talking about shitty children and then dumb shit cracks me up. Excellent. Good times. This Area 51 has a Skunk Works division there. They might, yeah. Like I know there's some R&D that's happened there in the past. That's been actual, like confirmed. But it's so dumb that people are like, let's go charge it. Like somehow they're gonna get answers from that. I'm like, bro, just because you can make a stink on Twitter doesn't mean the world works like that. Like you're gonna get clapped, and I'm not gonna feel bad for you. I mean, like, it's your own dumbass. Like, I think we're in a place now where you can say, somebody was here. That's a dead zombie. I think we're in a place. Ooh, that just scared me. We're in a place now where illiteracy is pretty much all been eradicated, right? So like you can definitely see that sign and there's no excuse for you to go, I don't know what's going on. There's barbed wires. There could even be mines there. I don't know. I'm like, I don't need to drink gasoline to know I shouldn't drink gasoline. And I think that applies with this whole military thing. I don't need to cross into a military zone to know that it's not a good idea to go into a military zone when I'm not a part of the military. Do you feel me?